Drawing hands can be extremely difficult. It's kind of like math. Everyone hates it, but you gotta pass to move on to the next class. But the interesting thing about math is, once you understand it, it becomes the easiest subject by far. And drawing hands is no different. I can honestly say hands are one of the easiest parts of the body for me to draw now. But it wasn't always like that. Today, I'm gonna show you everything I know about drawing hands so you can become a master in the shortest time possible. Stay tuned. Let's start with the anatomy. We have to understand the basic structure of the human hand. To become an expert at anything, you have to understand it deeper than what you see at face value. When it comes to hands, understanding the underlying structure makes all the difference. Don't worry though, we're not going all in depth or anything. Let's start by looking at the bone structure. First thing we notice is the fingers are divided into 4, except the thumb, which is divided into 3. The bones get shorter as they go towards the top. We can start by dividing the hand into 2 equal parts, the palm and the fingers. The palm is a bit longer than the longest finger, so I like to represent that with an oval, like this at the bottom. But that's not really important, it's just an extra thing I do. So first we have the bone structure underneath, and then the size of the palm and the longest finger, which are about the same length, as well as the differences in size between the fingers, as well as the fact that the bones go from longest to shortest, or the other way around. Notice the curves here keep getting steeper. We can easily wrap around this structure to create the outer form of the hand. Now let's simplify. Draw a shape for the palm. Draw an extension for the thumb. Draw simple lines to map out the fingers. Then draw the hand around it. Let's repeat that process a few more times so it syncs properly. Easy, right? Well, don't leave too quickly. There are still a bunch of other things you need to know to become really good at this. For example, notice the bottom portion of the fingers becomes shorter when you draw the hand. These joints here are where the knuckles are located. The flesh that divides the fingers from the palm sits just above the knuckles, making that part of the fingers appear slightly shorter. Now, on that note, let's talk about the back of the hand. The structure of the back of the hand is very similar to the front, but with one noticeable difference: the knuckles. When you bend your fingers, they don't bend from the division between your palm and your fingers. They bend from the knuckles, this joint over here. This is why it's important to understand the underlying structure. Another thing to note is the structure of the underlying muscles of the palm. There are 3 main components: here, here, and here. Always pay attention to the volume on those parts, especially when you are bending the hand around. Pay attention to how they bunch up, as this can help make your drawings a lot more realistic and aesthetically pleasing. And for my final tip, when you're drawing the hand, make sure you can actually bend in that direction. Once you understand the structure of the hand and you can draw it in a bunch of different poses from memory, you can get a little carried away. Look at this drawing, for example. It still looks a bit reasonable, right? Let's twist it a little bit more to better get my point across. So you see the anatomy and proportions are kind of correct, but nobody's hands are doing that. unless they are possessed or something. I don't know. So if it looks wrong, you go with hands right in front of you. So check. Finally, let's talk about the difference between the male and female hand. There are definitely noticeable differences between male and female hands, but it's not always obvious in real life. Don't be afraid to exaggerate the differences to pass your point across when illustrating, like making male hands more quiet and blocky and female hands more slender and dainty. There's also stuff like how the hand forms a fist. That could be a whole video of its own. Let me know if you'd like to see that and I'll get on it right away. Thank you for watching this one. Please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification button. Thanks for watching to the end. God bless you. Goodbye.